welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Toronto FC 1, Forge FC 0 in the 2024 Canadian Championship Semifinal. Leg 2, 2-2 on aggregate. Toronto FC wins on away goals. There you go. Away goals for Toronto. Toronto FC wins, and they advance to the final against either Vancouver or Pacific. That will be decided later tonight. Toronto FC get it done. They played a pretty good game. They played a pretty good game to get this win, to get this tie going their way. They should have scored more than one goal. Now, do I think Forge should have had a penalty on that shoulder check in the second half? For sure. For sure they should have. Should have been 1-1? Yeah. Should have been 2-1 for Toronto? Maybe. Either way, Prince of Wuzu missed like 5 chances. Could have easily been 3-4-0. This team definitely made it close and kept it close. They definitely wanted to, just give people a heart attack. But in the end, they got it done. 0-0 at the half, 1-2 on aggregate as the half ended. Toronto had a lot of chances. They had a lot more possession. They had a lot more shots on goal. Owusu missed a big chance. Larea was offside, or there was a play that was offside that led to a Larea goal, but of course called offside as he shoots it to the back of the net, past Kolalot. But Toronto should have had a goal at the half, for certain, honestly. They should have had way more goals this game. They really should have. The fact they didn't is a bit shocking. I didn't expect as much, but I did definitely see where this team could have easily done much better, and how much more they could have done, and how much more this team could have won by. This game was too damn close for comfort. It was too damn close for comfort, and that's just the facts. But in the end, they still get the win. Second half, Lorenzo Insigne scores in the 50th minute. Ball crossed in. He has a chance to volley it into the far post. A beautiful goal by Lorenzo Insigne. He is the hero. 1-0, 2-2 on aggregate. Away goals lean Toronto, and they have the lead due to away goals, 2-2 on aggregate. And that's all they needed. They went defensive. They did not try to run it down Forge's throat. Now, they did have a lot of chances post the Lorenzo Insigne goal. Kolalot makes a big save on Bernadeschi's chance. Then it ricochets off the post. Because of that, if he scores that, game's over. Etienne Jr. misses a big chance. Scores it, game's over. Game could have already been over if Owusu or Larea scored. But there were a lot of chances for Toronto, even if they didn't just run it down Forge's throat. They still had a lot of chances, and Forge had some moments as well. Forge had some moments where they could have easily as well tied this game up and won 3-2 on aggregate. They really could have. And I was scared that they would have. Even on that last throw-in, I was like, you know what? Maybe this is how it happens. But no, Toronto basically dominated the game well enough to win, to advance to the final. The way they played, Bernadeschi was amazing. That man, 90 minutes of effort. That man gave 90 minutes of effort, dropped back, got on the ball, ran his ass off. For a team that I was like, hey, he might not care about a Can Champ game on a Tuesday at the end of August. Nah, that man played. That man legitimately played. I'm proud of him. At full time, it's 1-0, 2-2 on aggregate. Away goals to Toronto. They will advance. Forge are eliminated. Full-time stats are as follows. 19 shots to 4, 7 shots on goal to 1, 62% possession to 38% possession, 593 passes to 371, 91% pass accuracy to 83, 2 offside to 1, 4 yellow cards to 2, 0 red cards to 0, 8 corners to 2. Toronto FC wins. They get it done. I'm pretty damn proud with their performance. I am pretty happy with the performance. They played a damn good game in this matchup. They did exactly what they needed to do to win this match. I'm very proud with Toronto's performance. I will say dominant. I will say they were dominant. I will say so because, you know, that's exactly what they deserved, was the win that they got for playing this game. Should they have won by more? Yes. 3-4-0 for sure. For sure they should have, but they didn't. This game was a lot tougher than it seemed. The score line, if you look at the score line, you're like, oh, they barely won. Forge played a damn good game. You look at the stats, you're like, how the hell was it only one? You look at how they played, you watch the whole game, you're like, yeah, how the hell was it only one for Toronto? And how did Forge get shut out, really? Because I think they could have scored against the run of play a couple of times. Whether it's the penalty or something else, I think they could have scored against the run of play. So, again, it's like, okay, why is this game 1-0? How? Exactly. Because Toronto dominated for most of the match. They should have scored more goals. Like Forge's one goal, if they did score, wouldn't have mattered, but they should have scored, and Toronto should have scored 3 or 4. Frankly, this game wrongfully is 1-0. Toronto still got it done. That's the good news. Bad news is Toronto should have done more. But the good news is they're in the Canadian Championship Final. They're going to play Vancouver Pacific September 25th in British Columbia. Whether that's Langford or Vancouver, we're not sure. We'll find out. I will tell y'all tomorrow. I'll talk about it tomorrow, that part. But you'll know later tonight. Probably by the time you see this, you'll know who they'll face. I would rather it be Pacific, to be honest. But I think Toronto could beat either. 90 minutes, they could beat either. One leg, they could beat either. I think they will. I think they're better than when they were when they played Vancouver earlier this year. I don't think they're going to go to Pacific and pull the same stuff they did at Tim Hortons Field. I really don't. So, either way, I think Toronto is probably, I wouldn't say completely likely to win Canadian Championship, but I think they could get it done. They should do what they're supposed to. We'll find out. But we know they'll play a final. We know they will play a final. We know they play 7 league matches, 1 final, maybe a playoff game. Or 3, depends where they start the playoffs. But they're in playoff spots right now. They're in a cup final. You love to see it, really. Man of the match for me is Federico Bernardeschi. I mean, my God, how amazing was he? The effort that he put in, he's unlucky to have not scored. He assisted the Insigne goal. He's lucky. He's unlucky he didn't score. The way he put in that performance, I'm so happy with him. I've never had a problem with Bernardeschi's performances. Even if it's not, the goals have not come. All the time he's been here, he's put in good performances. He always cares. He always cares. And I gotta say that. I love that about him. Such a good motor. Such a hard worker. And if he didn't work that hard, we might not have won this match or even been that close to winning the way that we should have. So, you know what? What a performance by Bernardeschi. Man of the match for me. I'm happy with it. Good game. Very well played. Wingo was amazing. I got to give him some props, too. He played such a good game. Cozy Thompson had a good motor. Sean Johnson did pretty well. Some dangerous plays, but he did well. Owusu could have scored more. He pressed, but damn it, he just can't score. But he almost, should have, though. Insigne played well, got the goal, good for him. I think Toronto played well overall. Forge, they sort of were trying to play this one out. They were sort of they had chances, but they sort of tried to play this tie out. Try to get that away goal or hold on to the lead. And then once Toronto scored, they really tried going for that away goal. But luckily, Toronto defended very well. But it basically took 50 minutes for Forge to really start attacking. And Toronto could easily hold for 40 minutes, 46 minutes. So, they did what they had to do. I'm happy with it. Is it the best game? No. Should it have been by more? Yes. Did they still win? Yeah. So there's that for me. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlists. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you tomorrow night at 9 for a live watch along and review of Motagua. Herediano versus Motagua. Motagua loses, they're out. Herediano loses, Motagua will advance, but Herediano's already through. So, Central American Cup. So, we'll be live for that. We'll review that. We move. Maybe I'll be live for Chelsea Servette on Thursday afternoon if there's a super chat on Wednesday night. Maybe at some point over the next week or so, I'll do an NFL predictions video stream. I think we'll go with it. If I get a super chat for that as well. I want it to be for my money's worth. I won't lie on those two. But maybe. But I will see you tomorrow night. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations, Toronto. Commiserations, Forge. You fought your asses off. Just wasn't meant to be. Peace.